She shot herself in the middle of the office, and public safety protocol called for us to evacuate the office and have the area chemically cleaned. I honestly don't. I'm perplexed about this situation, like the mechanics of it all.
Today we're going to be going through some unhinged Am I the Asshole posts from Reddit, because sometimes people just can't see how much of an asshole they are. And I feel like they post in the hopes of getting the internet on their side to justify their shitty actions. So let's see who makes it to the top of our tier list today. So my first one. Am I the asshole for not participating in my friend's scheme to convince a restaurant to buy his ketchup? My friend Zoltar, and this is a fake name, obviously. So my friend Zoltar has been obsessed with ketchup ever since I met him. He is always trying out different recipes to make his own ketchup and getting me and all of our friends to try them. Recently, he made his best ketchup yet, did on his Zoltar, and decided that he's finally going to break into the ketchup game. He is convinced that he is going to launch his own ketchup company and grow it to be one of the top providers of ketchup in the US. He literally has a photo of Heinz ketchup on a dartboard, and he throws darts at it and he says, "I'm coming for you." His scheme involves us all going to a restaurant, sitting around at different tables and enacting lines from a scene that he wrote, which all culminates in us trying and loving his ketchup and then convincing the manager of the restaurant to buy it.
I love Zoltar.
Basically, one of us has to tell the waitress that they hate the ketchup from the restaurant.
Yeah.
Then I have to lean over from another table and say, "Sorry to butt in, but I have to agree. I'm tired of this old-fashioned factory-produced ketchup. Where's the real tomato flavor?" After a few other people do this, my friend's going to say, "You guys won't believe this, but I'm a ketchup chef, and I have a few syllables. Do you want to give it a shot?"
I just so happy to have these examples. I love this guy.
Like a full watch day. I swear, like he opens his clothes. He's just like... At this point, everyone's supposed to try to catch up and act astounded at it. And I'm supposed to stand up on my table and make a trumpet sound effect and then yell to the entire restaurant, "We have the best ketchup ever made over here. Everyone, come on over."
Oh my God.
One of the other people is supposed to get the restaurant manager so we can convince them to buy a big order from my friend's ketchup. And he's going to act all surprised and embarrassed. And then he wants to do the same operation at other places in town. I told him I hate public speaking and acting. Also, this idea is just so fucking dumb and crazy to me. My friend acted offended and said I'm ruining his dreams. My other friends think that he's showing hustle and we should all help him to launch his ketchup business. Zoltar's ketchup obsession is ruining our friendship, and my friends say that I'm a jerk for going against his dream. That's the story. My favorite comments from it was, "Is your friend Kramer?" And this sounds like an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes, it does. It does. I just started rewatching that last week, actually.
Great show.
And that's such a good show. I love that he's so passionate about ketchup. I love that he's got a dartboard with hides on it. That's amazing. I think the scheme is a little bit kooky.
Yeah.
But I think he's hustling.
Yeah.
And I think if your friend's that passionate about something, you have to help them. Even if that means doing something weird like that, just do it.
I know, I'm a bit on the fence because I do agree with that, but I also am like, that I'd be so nervous, even though it's just like a stupid whatever thing. I could not imagine like jumping on a table with a trumpet and being like,
because no one would do that.
Yeah.
Ever.
But you know what, like in 10 years after this has happened, whether he makes his ketchup empire or not, it would be a funny story.
It's funny. It's like silly.
I was about to say, like, what if it did blow up, but I can't see it blowing out.
No, I have like legitimate, real, deep faith in Zoltar now. He's very passionate. I wouldn't be surprised if he replaces hides.
That's a pretty big competitor.
It is a big competitor.
I feel bad for the poster, and I tend to agree. I feel like,
yeah,
you're not the asshole.
He's put in a difficult spot, I guess, because his friend is trying to get something off the ground.
Yeah.
But he's going about it in a pretty ridiculous way.
Yeah.
So it's maybe not that he doesn't support his friend's dream per se. It's that he doesn't support like the writing he's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you break into a ketchup business?
I just feel like Heights dominates so much that it would be impossible.
Yeah. But there's got to be new stuff of everything at some point. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there's so many. That would be like saying, oh, I don't want to start a clothing label because there's already so many clothing labels.
so true.
I suppose who would wake up one day and be like, I don't want to start a ketchup company because Heinz already dominates. Like, it's just such a random niche to get into.
Really?
And what is there to ketchup? How can you even perfect?
One, is it just mushing up tomatoes?
Yeah, like, what is it
Like,
doing?
what you do, is that not passata? What's the difference between ketchup and passata? Is it the sugar content? But yeah, I'm just curious about how, like, one, how do you get so passionate about ketchup? How do you make ketchup?
I honestly just thought it was tomato puree or liquid and sugar.
Like, full of sugar.
I feel like that's such a random thing to replace. So you want to replace some scabby product with another scabby product? Like, why don't you just make a nice relish that people would go out of their way to pay a premium for, like a nice salsa or relish, like a tomato situation. If people are wanting ketchup, then it's like they've given up on that.
And also, have you ever heard about like a local farmer's market? Like maybe like try sell your ketchup there. That's where you would start actually. Because in my mind I was like,
where do you start with that kind of thing? But that sounds logical.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or have you even thought about, I don't know, like these restaurants that you're going to do this like big song and dance in, and if you went in and directly spoke to the manager? Yeah. And just, by the way, I make ketchup. I have a local producer. Do you want to try it?
And
Like, have you tried that?
Salta, I was like, I'm doing this on level hard.
Yeah. Salsa likes the drama.
Okay, ketchup scheme. So, I mean, I think it's fair enough. I mean, I know because it's based on him and his personality. If he's there to acting and stuff, and that's like nerve-wracking for him.
Yeah. I agree. Fair enough.
Maybe it's fair enough. Yeah.
I get it, because I don't think I would. I mean, I love my friends and I try to support them as much as I can, but I don't know if I'd be doing trumpets on table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not even just one time. Like, he wanted to go to like
Every week.
Yeah. Like, what if it was like every restaurant in town and then you're known as the trumpet person?
And then you can't go out for dinner.
Yeah, again. Yeah. Actually, that puts another layer onto it. Yeah, definitely. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I love this because I feel like it's really relevant for right now. Am I the asshole because I had to report a coworker for failing her work ChatGPT with porn? What? At my workplace, we're allowed to use ChatGPT. It's basically our digital notepad for grunt work. We've got a Plus subscription and a lot of us use the same company account. Not ideal, but that's how IT set it up. I was trying to add a project note to ChatGPT's memory the other day and it suddenly popped up saying the memory was full, which was weird because a Plus account should have plenty of room. So I went to check what was actually saved there. And lo and behold, the entire memory was filled with what I can only describe as someone's personal, badly written 50 Shades of Grey explicit stuff, like full-blown porn. There were these long romance threads, BDSM stuff, and apparently she'd made herself an AI boyfriend inside her shared work ChatGPT. I confronted her privately a couple of weeks ago and asked if she could maybe delete the stuff, since it was literally preventing the AI from functioning properly for everyone else because it was because it just kept reverting to its AI boyfriend.
Oh my God, so it was being a boyfriend to everybody at work.
Yes, and she trained the chat by its AI boyfriend self by speaking in weird lovey-dovey sexual language. She just shrugged and said something similar to, "It's not hurting anyone, so just use Gemini if you need to use AI to work." I tried to let it go, but nothing changed. So I finally had to report it to our manager. This ordeal has made me peruse some AI companion subreddits, and honestly, I just feel sorry for the world. We really have become so alienated from each other that we rely on lines of code to make us feel connected to anything at all. And then it's so long, he's documented everything. Like screenshots that he's sent to his manager, screenshots of like the actual, not the actual content from the AI, but like he's used phrases. So people were asking it for help with Excel spreadsheets and the AI was replying, "No worries, baby girl." And then Apparently she was she was using it to write some very like specific BDSM.
Like not fan fiction, just like erotica,
like
novel
erotica
stuff.
but it's using her name.
Oh my God. Oh.
So it's just it's crazy. Like it goes on and on and on. It's so funny. But I love this because I was thinking about it last night, because he's obviously, I feel he's raised it with his manager. He's raised it with her, sorry, before he's then went to management.
Yeah.
So he's obviously like seen what's happened, has confronted her and just been like, look, can you just delete it? Can you stop
that's kind.
using it? That's really
because
kind.
obviously if someone's gone to the lengths to create a AI partner, there's something lacking in their life.
Yes.
Like that's sad. You would feel sorry for them.
You feel
it's
sorry
like you don't
for
have
them.
enough relationships in your life that they must be quite lonely.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
And I feel initially I felt sorry for her because I was like, oh, that's that's
But after
sad.
her response, it's a little bit like,
well,
entitled.
I just love.
Like, just use Gemini, the free one.
Yeah.
Like, you use the Povo one then.
You use and then I love how blasé she is, where she's like, no, actually, I'm going to continue to use the work AI for like my pornography and my AI boyfriend.
And how come she has no shame? This might explain why she's so lonely.
Yeah, this is why she has an AI boyfriend. Because if we have ChatGPT in my work, everyone has individual accounts, but if we had a shared one and I was in a place in my life where I'd created an AI boyfriend, which might well happen to me, let's be honest, if it keeps going the way it's going, I might end up with an AI boyfriend.
I'll come to your wedding.
Thanks. I'll send you the meeting link. But if it got out to like my colleagues, like all the sexual stuff and like the lovey-dovey stuff, I would quit my job.
You'd move country.
Yes.
Like, get the fuck out of there.
You would leave. But she's just like, no, I'm not going to stop using the work AI for all this stuff that I'm doing. You should use Gemini.
I feel like it's becoming a bit more normalized now. Like, it's not even that unheard of. Like, most people have heard of that it exists. People getting really attached to their ChatGPTs or AIs, and people are marrying them actually now.
Are they?
I've seen a documentary on, what was it, like 60 Minutes or something, and there was, you know how they go through like a few different people. There was, like one was actually getting married to theirs, another one was in like a throuple, unbeknownst for a period of time to the female partner.
Yeah.
And then she found out about it and she was like, you need to break up with your AI girlfriend. And it was like, no. It's just up, So
can you imagine?
It's in generic media now. People are aware of it.
Yeah,
I guess, and covering it. So
and that's like a whole other discussion around like why, I guess, like people are turning to AI for companionship.
Like, it's so sad.
But I felt sorry for her initially, and then I'm like, you are confident. You do not
you're
care.
confident enough.
You're confident enough to do that. You're like, if she's so unfazed by it, she's like, no, this is important to me and I'm going to continue to use. And also a Plus subscription is like $20. Get your own Plus subscription.
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking. Pay $20 for your boyfriend.
Why are you eating out on your work's dime? Like, why can't you just get your own personal one at home?
Yeah, it's $20.
And also, that should be grounds for dismissal because she's obviously not working. Whatever she's doing on the ChatGPT is not work. So can't they be like, excuse me, ma'am,
like during office hours?
What work are you actually producing here?
Yeah,
she's like, loads of fan fiction. Erotic fan fiction.
She just sat at her desk getting off.
What the fuck? There's so much existing literature as well.
Yeah.
Out there. Like, why can't you just go get like one of those types of books?
Yeah.
Like,
she had to have it real specific. And then I was wondering as well this morning when I was like rereading it before we did this, like, is that part of her getting off on the fact that her colleague, because I just can't understand why
she's so blasé.
She's so blasé about it. So is there a part of you that's like kind of voyeuristic, and you're almost like getting off on the fact that your colleagues are able to see all the dirty talk that you've got. But no, I just love that ChatGPT started to talk to other people and call them baby girl. Just imagine this like finance managers trying to do like end of month reports. It's baby girl, what?
Yeah. It's like how I taught my ChatGPT to tell me a joke at the end of every answer it gives me.
I like that you did that.
So where do we feel like sexy GPT belongs on the asshole list?
I think that
she sounds like a bit of an asshole.
She does sound like a bit of an arsehole. I'm leaning towards Sir Ma'am Be Serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's not harming anyone and she's not causing any like emotional damage. But she's just cooked in the head.
Yeah, there's definitely no interesting logic at play. For sure. Okay. The next one is, am I the asshole for shitting on my girlfriend's family's floor? I had to pick some jobby ones.
I know you love the jobby ones.
Yeah. Okay, so I, a 32-year-old male, went to my girlfriend's, a 27-year-old female, house for a date. I hadn't seen her for 2 months due to being away for work and was excited to see her. I'm very friendly with her family and was delighted to see that her father, a chef, had cooked a delicious-looking meal. I was catching up with everyone and will admit that I had a few drinks and the atmosphere was pretty good. There was great music, great vibes all around. I was eating from this delicious, freshly cooked banquet. I don't know why he's like really
into this food. Yeah, I feel like I'm there.
And her cousins started to arrive. I was delighted to meet them. As I said, I'm very good friends with the extended family and we really started hitting it off. Like, I feel like he's really building up to a moment.
Yeah.
with
he's really, I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I swear I'm a good guy.
Yeah. I had a few more drinks and I started to feel a little bit nauseous and tired, although I'd just come off an 8-hour flight, so I chalked it down to that. I will note at this point that I suffer from IBS, which I take medication for. I feel the need to go to the bathroom to relieve myself, so I go. I sit down on the toilet, I open my phone, and I start browsing the internet, and I realize that the best part of a very large excrement, then I suddenly lose my positioning and I slip to the side, but I regain my posture.
He shat himself off the toilet.
Well, this is where it gets a little bit hazy.
Okay.
Because he's like, I released the best part of allergic treatment, and then all of a sudden he slips off the toilet. So I don't know how much made it and how much didn't make it. I wipe my private area and think nothing of it. As I mentioned, I was quite dizzy. I wash my hands and I head back out to the party. So he leaves it there with the toilet experience. Like, he doesn't. I feel like for the next part of the story, I'm left wondering, but
did you check?
Yeah, like what happened? Look, when you slipped off the toilet, it sounds like something happened there.
Yeah.
So we're talking, chilling, and there's all around great vibes still. When my girlfriend's cousin, let's call him Chuck, comes out to the kitchen and whispers something to my girlfriend's uncle. He walks out and I hear aloud, "What the fuck?" as we all sort of walk out, and I look in the door and see a disgusting drizzle of crap all around the door side of the toilet, and it looks disgusting. My girlfriend's father walks out and also says, "What the fuck?" And I'm so nervous. I say to him, I think I saw Tucker, one of my girlfriend's cousins, looking a bit sick.
He blamed it on someone else.
Yes, but then just in my horrible luck, Tucker comes out and says, "What the fuck, are you serious?" At this point, I'm shooting bricks, thankfully not literally, and I'm looking for any way out of this situation. There's like 7 to 8 people at the party, but most of them have arrived quite recently, and I'm the only one who was known to have fled to the bathroom. My girlfriend's mother starts crying. That's my favourite bit. And I feel awful. Basically, the whole atmosphere is ruined. My girlfriend's dad goes in to clean it.
He let someone else clean it up.
Yeah, with the aid of her brother.
Oh my God.
And I walk back to the kitchen, but there's a very edgy vibe for the rest of the evening. And I feel like my girlfriend might suspect something. No fucking shit.
No shit, she suspects something. Oh, this guy.
Try to blame it on Tucker?
That is
I can't. Like, so you shat and let someone else clean up your shit. Oh my God.
Fair enough, right? You've been away for 2 months. You've built a very beautiful story at the beginning. I now understand the language he's using, because he's like, I'm friends with everybody. I missed everybody. I was eating this delicious meal. Blah, 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 mate. You then went and pooped all over the bathroom, blamed it on someone else, and then let your girlfriend's family clean up your poo while I'm sure you carried on drinking and having a good night.
And having all around good vibes. He said that twice.
Yeah.
The best comments was to think you slipped while firing off explosive diarrhea and didn't think that maybe a good idea to check for collateral damage is just beyond me.
Like, I'm sorry, you get up off the toilet, just look behind you.
Yeah. Like,
just have a glance.
and if it was the door side of the toilet, isn't it in your vision when you're walking out of the door?
I don't understand how much poo was this? That's what I'm worried about.
Oh my God.
How much poo was this?
And then the next person was like, you forced another person to clean up your shit. You should be deeply ashamed of yourself.
Yes. This person's an asshole.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they're an asshole, actually.
Yes.
Asshole gold medal.
Yes.
They're the mystery jobby.
Street shopping.
Yeah.
That is
because
cute.
they made somebody else clean up, and they're
watch.
also trying to blame it on someone else as well, like the poor cousin.
Yes. And then the mum's crying. I want to go to one of their family parties. It sounds so good. This is quite a long story, so I'm going to read it really, really fast.
Okay.
My 29 female girlfriend, 27 female of 4 years, just told me that she's pregnant. I'm a woman, so it can't be mine. But she swears she didn't cheat. What do I do? It's immaculate conception.
Oh, what?
So 2 girls.
Oh my God.
Lesbian couple together. One of the girls is pregnant. She's claiming she didn't cheat. I'm still in shock, so bear with me. My life feels like a soap opera right now. Apologies, this will probably be long. Here's some background. My girlfriend Anne and I have been together for 4 years with intentions of getting engaged sometime this year. To clarify, we are 2 women in a relationship. I am a lesbian, always have been, but Anne is bisexual and has had serious relationships with men in the past. This has never been an issue for us because we love each other and have a healthy and stable relationship. What went down? In the last month, Anne had been complaining about putting on weight, particularly in her stomach area. She's thin and athletic, so the little belly she developed is noticeable. She'd been going to the gym more and started eating much healthier than she usually does. We didn't notice any improvements with her weight loss, but I told her that it takes time and that she will eventually lose the weight. Pregnancy never, ever crossed my mind, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Last week, she really started freaking out about her weight gain, so she scheduled a doctor's appointment. She had the appointment yesterday afternoon and afterwards called me at work and told me that we needed to talk. I could tell she'd been crying. I'm freaking out at this point now, thinking that she's terminally ill or something. I start tearing up, asking her to tell me what's wrong, but she insists on meeting me at home. I leave work immediately and get home to see her sitting on the couch, her face all puffy from crying. I'm shaking and tears are streaming down my face. I asked her about the doctor's appointment and what is going on. She can barely get the words out through her sobs. She tells me that when she went to the doctor, they told her that she is 13 weeks pregnant. I stopped crying, but my brain is trying to comprehend what she just told me. All I could say was, what? Over and over. She's still sobbing, saying that she is so confused and she has no idea how this happened. I have never really seen her in a state like that before. She seems genuinely upset and confused, but then again, so am I. As I started registering what was going on, I asked, did you sleep with someone? And she only starts crying more, swearing on her life that she didn't sleep with anyone. So I'm obviously like, but you did, you're pregnant. There's no way that you didn't cheat on me. To which she replies, I have no fucking clue how this happened, but I swear to God, I didn't sleep with anyone. You have to believe me.
What the fuck?
I know. We go back and forth for 30 minutes or so, both of us still confused. I told her that I needed to think, so I called a friend and spent last night at his house. I keep playing over our conversation in my head though, like if she knew that she had slept with a guy and that she could be pregnant, why would she go to the doctor? Why wouldn't she have just gotten an abortion secretly? She could have used a plan B pill just in case. Like she could have gotten away with this. Maybe I'm being foolish here, but it genuinely seemed like she had no idea why she was gaining the weight in her stomach. I'm also playing back the potential date that she could have cheated on me, considering she's 13 weeks along. We live together and have similar work schedules. And if I'm thinking of the right week that this could have happened, there is nothing that stands out of the ordinary to me. There weren't any late nights or suspicious activity that would have concerned me. I feel like I'm driving myself crazy and I feel like I can't trust her. She's been texting me, asking me if we can talk, and I told her that I need more time. I want to believe that she's telling the truth, but I can't think of any reason how she could be pregnant without having slept with some guy. But it's also confusing given the situation. She's asking Reddit for obviously like advice and stuff, and a lot of her replies, she's really leaning into if she knew she cheated, why would she be confused about the weight gain? And if she knew she cheated, like, why wouldn't she have taken like plan B and like all this stuff? So this person's basically saying like, am I the asshole because my girlfriend has clearly cheated on me, has got pregnant, and I've moved out and left her?
Oh, she's actually left.
So she's left, yeah.
Oh my God.
Because it's honestly such a long post. There's like all doctor's details and stuff.
Oh my God.
So I read that instantly and I felt sorry for the Redditor that posted it, because it's like, you're clearly in denial.
Is there a chance she could have gotten assaulted and didn't know about it? But she said they've got the same schedules and that there wasn't any late nights.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe.
I would lean towards like, no, not the asshole. Yeah, like fair enough. Because
fair enough. Like, your long-term partner, 2 women, one of them ends up pregnant, claims to not have cheated.
Yeah.
And like, fair enough, maybe there was an assault. You don't know. I hope that isn't the case.
I would probably, like, maybe the last ditch effort could be to go to a couples counsellor just to look into that situation maybe. And if not, then if they don't want to open up about that, then, there's nothing much more you can do if someone wants to blatantly like. Also, like, she's obviously not signed up to have a kid.
I know.
So that's a whole other aspect.
And then 13 weeks as well. So, and I just find it interesting.
Yeah, you can back out at that point.
You can't back out at that point. And I just find it interesting that the doctor's appointment was done on the 13th, because I would imagine that you would, I mean, I know it's pretty uncommon, but there's signs that you're pregnant. That's 13 weeks of signs.
There are, it's such a small percentage, but it is possible to have a phantom pregnancy when people, I don't know if it's genetic or how you live your life. Like, if you're super skinny and she sounded like she was already fit, I guess. Yeah. But it is possible. But yeah, and not everyone, like, I never got morning sickness. I got really bad fatigue though, so it still would have been evident to me something's wrong. I'd be like, I'm sick as fuck if I didn't know I was pregnant. But a lot of people get something. Yeah. It's manageable, but it's something that something's off. But I could see, like, if you had no idea you were pregnant, say for whatever reason you didn't have sex, you would think like something is definitely wrong. Yeah. But you are not. It's like kind of chronic fatigue. Yeah. In a way. So yeah. Like,
and I just feel like if she's had like 13 weeks of like strange weight gain, not feeling herself, and then it's at the 13-week mark that she goes to the doctor and then she finds out she's pregnant. Yeah. Part of me is like,
a long time to wait. Like, if something feels wrong, like a long time to get help with that, because it's pretty evident. And look, not everyone, for everyone it's so different. But I think for most people they get something in varying degrees.
Yes, but I just feel like that girl's cheated. Hate to break it to you,
100%.
That girl's cheated.
Like, I feel like that's fair enough for that person.
Yeah, you are not the asshole, because no, your girlfriend be cheating on you.
My next one is suggesting a co-worker should wear a diaper after she shit herself multiple times. Another jobby one.
You love the jobbies.
Yeah. We have a co-worker, Jessica, who's kind of, it's probably a fake name, who's kind of a jackass for many reasons, like constantly spilling coffee over important papers.
That's weird.
Yeah, it gets weirder. Trying to put a broken coffee mug in the shredder and breaking office supplies constantly. It kind of sounds fake, so I don't know if it's like a rage bait post or like this person's actually special. She also starts drama. Unfortunately, this dumbass is employed because her father is high up. How angry this person sounds in the post makes it feel like it is real.
Yeah.
Jessica recently shit herself after she ate some bad burritos and the stalls were occupied, so she shit herself. Or that's the story she tells.
So she knew. like, she's like, oh, like, the stalls were occupied, so I just shat myself. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know how this conversation came about. Like, how
Yeah.
people talking about their shit everywhere in the bathroom, and it was me because I had burritos and the stalls were occupied. I don't know. That's the story she's telling everyone. I think it's bullshit because there's 6 stalls in the girls' bathroom and we only have 18 women in our area. So I don't believe it. She shat herself in the middle of the office and public safety protocol called for us to evacuate the office and have the area chemically cleaned. How much shit are we talking? And it mustn't have just been like a hard thing that you could pick up. It was like, it must have been full diarrhea. That it's like wet everything. And like, how does it blow out of your pants?
No, Jessica.
What? Like, aren't there other ways? I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know what I'd do if I honestly don't. I'm perplexed about the situation, like the mechanics of it all. So
the mechanics of shitting yourself.
I was with friends and I said that Jessica should be wearing diapers because I'm sick of this shit. Someone overheard me and told Jessica, and Jessica approached me about it and said I should apologise. I said, no, fuck you, Jessica. What grown-ass woman shoots herself? You act like a baby, so dress like one too. Wear a fucking diaper so others don't have to clean up your shit. I do enough of your work. She reported me to HR and now I'm in trouble. Fucking hell. They've literally just like signed off their post with fucking hell.
Okay, right, this person's frustrated.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them because it sounds like they're covering. So Jessica is like Nepo baby hire.
Yeah.
They're covering for Jessica. Jessica has shat herself so badly in the office that they had to evacuate and get chemical cleaners in. And I just think the audacity of Jessica to be like, yeah, I shat myself. Like, you cover my work and I shat myself, but I heard that you made a joke to your friends about me wearing a diaper and I want you to apologise to me.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Jessica.
I still am hung up on the mechanics though, like how you get to a point. Although I've never had IBS. So if she had IBS, then I don't know if that's like a whole thing. But I've had food poisoning.
Yes.
You know, like in Bali or whatnot. And you can still...
You know.
Yeah, I still don't feel like I've been in a situation where I had to just stop what I'm doing and just go exactly where I'm positioned.
Yes. There's always... I feel like usually... You get a feeling.
At the very least, if all 6 stalls, and there's 6 stalls, not even just like one.
I know.
You know, like bang on the door and be like, bitch, get out, let me in.
Or, I'm
shit.
thinking about the Bridesmaids.
The movie, yes!
Movie. And
where she just stops in the sink, yes!
Yes, because the toilet's occupied and she, a smart woman, is like, I'm going to shit myself, I'll do it in the sink. Not great, but contained.
Because the shit is going to be somewhere in any scenario. At least if you do it in the sink, you can clean yourself.
You can clean yourself
up. If you do it somewhere else, like then you're messy and it's somewhere.
But then this is another person. So if, like the girl that was the ChatGPT boyfriend, if I was at work and I shat myself at work to the point that the office had to get evacuated...
You'd have to
cleaners, I would quit.
Move, for sure.
I would leave. I don't care what my job is. I would be leaving that workplace immediately.
Yeah, that's like you need to get a new identity and go into witness protection.
You don't just show up the next morning like, good morning, did everyone watch Game of Thrones last night? You don't just, it's not blasé.
Yeah.
No way.
I bet Jessica was like, you should be thanking me you got a day off because they had to chemically clean this place.
I did it deliberately because everyone's really burnt out and I just myself.
Yeah, so what did everyone do on their day off?
It was so nice. That's why I did it. I don't like Jessica. I don't like her.
Nah, she's a bit of a troll. Anyways, the best comments was not the arsehole, definitely some kind of weird power move by Jessica. And then someone like way down the comments was like, this account's been suspended, so I guess the shit hit the fan. Oh
my god. No, whoever posted this, not the asshole. Jessica's the asshole.
Yeah, Jessica's like a full menace.
She's a menace. She's a poopy menace.
So fair enough for that guy posting it, because I'd be pissed too. Although, but you did get a day off though. No, but she sounds like she does other weird shit in the office too. Like
broken
with the
coffee cup in the shredder.
Yeah, what's up with
I'm
that?
confused about that, Jessica.
Nah, we don't like Jessica.
Okay, am I the asshole for unionizing my dogs against my boyfriend? Background, my boyfriend and I have been together for 4 years. Whenever I would come over when we were dating, his apartment was messy, but it was blamed on his roommates. I'm very cognizant that I'm particular in cleaning, so I thought it just wasn't clean enough to my standards. I moved in with him 3 years ago and we adopted 2 dogs together. Now, I realise that it's my past trauma that has made me attracted to this post because I've always dated unbelievably messy men and I've always cleaned up after them, looked after them, done their laundry, like done the floor, like everything. So I feel for this person deeply. I quickly realised that we do not have the same view of what clean is. We have communicated about it and he has made a lot of progress, but he consistently does this one thing. He stuffs his coloured striped socks deep into the couch. Why?
Just coloured striped socks.
Yeah, so he's probably sitting on the couch taking his stinky socks off and then shoving them in the cracks of the couch. I have told him that so weird. I told him that I've had to chase the dogs around because they find them in the couch. He thought it was funny. Over the last few weeks, I have decided to buy multiple cloth dog toys resembling his socks and have now trained my dogs to play tug of war with them. They will now dive for them whenever he's laying on the couch and places them on the ground to pick up later. I do not stop them from playing with the socks anymore. He came home yesterday and found his favourite pair of socks decimated all over the living room and was furious that I didn't stop the dogs from ripping into them. I told him that they were the socks he stuffed in the couch yesterday and he'd have to put them in the hamper. He stormed off to his office and is now not talking to me. Am I the asshole? Too long didn't read. My dogs did not ingest the socks. They used it as a tug of war object. Using this example, when the pair individually ripped in half, they were no longer interested in it. So I love this because I think, no, she's not the asshole, but I think she needs to do more of this stuff. I think she needs to train the dogs to torment this man even more. Because if I was sitting on the couch with my boyfriend and he took his stinky work socks off and shoved them in the crevices of the couch, I would be livid. I don't want to sit and smell that.
That's weird because it's like you're doing an extra step of like being filthy.
Yeah.
Is that like a weird kink?
I don't know.
Oh no, like a weird domination thing. Like bitch. Like
yeah, yes.
Daddy's like, I know you're gonna have to fucking.
No, you have to clean with that. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck? Do you know what? It's funny. Because I predominantly do the laundry at home as well. Oh, yes. Yes. Which I am okay with. I don't like it when Dave does the laundry, to be honest. And I don't want garments shrinking and going crazy and like different colours and stuff. Anyways, bit OCD for the laundry. But that is one of my pet peeves. Not the couch thing, but he will take a sock off and they always just go wherever he took them off. So wherever there's... And a lot of the time, I've had to pull him up on this, it will just be in a ball. So like, you know how you take your sock off like that and it ends up like scrunched in a ball? Yeah. He doesn't like... I always take mine off like that. So it's actually open, like it's not in a ball because... then it's ready to be washed. Whether I have to collect them around different locations in the house or they're in the basket, I'm left with this ball and I get to the washing machine and I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? Do I just let it go in the washing machine as a ball and not get cleaned properly? Yeah. Or do I actually extend it and pull it? And I'm like, ew, I don't want to fucking be manhandling your socks and they're all sweaty and disgusting. It's gross. And I've pulled him up on it so many times and I'm just like, there's so much shit I don't care about. Like, don't... stack the dishwasher. I don't even know. There's so much shit I would let slide except this. I just hate this. I'm like, just lengthen your socks out. I don't want to receive a sweaty ball that I need to manipulate and untangle and stuff. Gross. It's gross. And that's been sitting in the washing basket for a week as well.
Yeah. And it's so funny because you've had like a visceral reaction to it. And whenever I read it, I was like, oh yeah. Like I get it. And it got me like thinking about like past boyfriends and like the weird stuff that they used to do. Yeah. Like, one of my boyfriends only had 3 pairs of undies. Only 3 pairs of undies. He had like another couple of pairs, but he had like his 3 good pairs. And he would like come stay at mine on like a Tuesday night or whatever. And then he'd be wearing like that one pair of jocks the whole day.
and then he would get my hairdryer, my good expensive hairdryer, and he would put the hairdryer on his undies and blow out the smell with hot air in my bedroom.
Oh
so he'd
my
just be like standing there and like
What?
blowing out the smell from his undies with my hairdryer.
I don't think that's how that
I
works.
don't think that's how it works either. Just buy more pants and do your laundry.
Oh my
But
God.
it used to rile me up so
How
much.
come you can't afford more underwear? I feel like I have an abundance of underwear. Like I've got way too much underwear than what I need, because as a girl, you need different underwears for different
times of the month, different
different
reasons.
clothing and different colors. Like I don't understand not having enough underwear.
Yes.
Dave's problem is he has plenty, but he finds it hard to throw them out. So they'll get all holy and shit. And I don't know what it is about me that I don't want to be the person to throw it out, because I'm like, I feel like that's a personal choice. But then his argument is that you do the laundry. If you see that it requires throwing out, like, go ahead and throw it out.
Audit my underwear.
Yeah, and I'm like, maybe we are at that point now. I do need to just throw them out. But I think we'd get to a point where I'd be like throwing out the underwear based on like how many holes it's got, and then they would dwindle down to, he would get to 3 pairs, and he probably wouldn't. He'd just be like, that's sufficient. 3 pairs is sufficient.
That's a sufficient amount. And I've heard of like other, like, I'm not gonna say her name, but one of my other friends, her partner has very small number of undies and socks, and he just turns them inside out.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this too.
Out. So he'll wear like the undies. I think they went away for the weekend, and he didn't pack any underwear, any additional socks. He was like, I'll just turn them inside out.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
What's wrong with men?
Like,
gross. Just grab some undies.
Because sometimes you could wear like 3 pairs a day. Like if you go to the gym, you need to get in a new pair.
Yes.
And then like you have a shower before you go to bed and you get into your bedtime pair.
Yeah.
Like,
Your bedtime. I'm the exact same.
I don't want to wear like my because I wear a lot of G-strings, I guess, because of pants that I wear. Like you couldn't wear regular underwear with these, and then
some girls do, but
if you've got I just don't like to have like a big line cutting through my cheek and having like a 4 cheek bum.
I hate seeing it.
Yeah.
Just put a G-string on.
Yeah, and then it's like I don't want to wear a G-string to bed necessarily.
Yeah.
Also one that's been riding up my crack for the last 12 hours. Like
It's not comfortable.
yeah, you want to get into like a nice comfy like situation for bed.
100%.
So guys are disgusting. The amount of holes I've seen in Dave's underwear, sometimes I'm just like, this isn't even doing its job anymore.
No, this is more holes than pants. This is not doing what's
You
meant
need
to
like a pair of underwear for your underwear.
But no, I guess whenever I read that post, I was just like, oh my God, babe, I have been in your situation. I fully understand why you've done what you've done. And I love how petty it is. That instead of her, because I'm assuming that she's like constantly critiqued him and constantly
and
stop
he's
doing
like
that.
just ignored.
And then she's taken matters into her own hands. She's got these 2 dogs with him, and she's got the dogs on board, and I love that.
Yeah,
I really love.
He's
that.
outnumbered.
Yes.
Nah, I'm on her side as well.
I'm on her side too.
Let's put her also in.
Fair enough.
Fair
I've got a lot
enough.
of fair enoughs.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we totally chose stories. I feel like based on people that I don't know, you're like, oh, you could sympathize with. And
I
you're like,
reckon maybe we need to do another one.
yeah, like more we need more arsehole content.
Yeah, I reckon.
And I love the stories where there's such an asshole and you're like, why are you even posting this? Like, wouldn't you keep this shit to yourself? Like kind of that the mystery jobby guy. It's just like, how did you ever think that posting this would be okay and anybody on the internet would justify what you've just done?
No one's going to sympathise
like
with you.
They're actually just delusional. So maybe that can be like our next video.
Yeah, I reckon. Let's do that.
See how delusional, see what posts we can find where the posters are just completely delusional and just can't see how much of an arsehole they are.
Yes. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's our tier list for today. We're obsessed with Am I the Asshole posts at the moment. So if you have any cool ones that you'd like to share, send them through. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.